What's up, Rams house? Get comfortable because Sean McVay just upgraded the engine in Los Angeles. If you thought the 2026 cycle was going to be a quiet one, you were dead wrong. Things are heating up behind the scenes, and I've got every detail on this new squad of masterminds set to dictate the tempo at SoFi Stadium. Look, if there's one thing I've learned covering the NFL, it's that Sean McVay is never satisfied. Just when you think the play-calling genius is going to maintain the status quo, he goes out and grabs none other than Kliff Kingsbury to be his right-hand man. Yeah, the same Kliff who used to be the villain back in the Arizona Cardinals days is now rocking the Royal and Soul. The news that just exploded is the official signing of 8 new additions to the Rams coaching staff for 2026. We're not just talking about replacements, we are talking about an aggressive strategic move across all 3 phases of the ball. It's the kind of news that makes a fan stop and wonder, is McVay building an offensive coaching super team? The urgency here is real. Kingsbury joins as assistant head coach after a rollercoaster stint in Washington, and the big question is, how will these 2 brilliant, and sometimes stubborn, minds share the same playbook? Get the hype ready, because the LA locker room has never been this packed with pedigree. To understand the weight of this, we have to look at this franchise's DNA. The Rams have always been the place where the new meets the epic. Seeing the return of Robert Woods and Brian Allen, now with clipboards in hand, is enough to give any fan who cheered during the Super Bowl 56 run goosebumps. Woods isn't just a former receiver, he's the embodiment of sacrifice and tactical IQ that McVay loves. Bringing Bobby Trees back as assistant WR coach keeps alive the leadership legacy left by icons like Isaac Bruce and Torrey Holt. And it doesn't stop there. Brian Johnson, who has his fingerprints on the recent success of the Eagles and Commanders, joins the fray. It's a fusion of McVay's coaching tree with heavy outside influences. The Rams are building a bridge between a winning past and a future where innovation isn't an option. It's the rule. It's the legacy of Kurt Warner and Marshall Faulk being honored by those who understand that in LA, the show must go on. Now, let's get to what matters on the gridiron, the scheme. Hiring Bubba Ventrone to coordinate special teams is perhaps the most underrated and crucial move. Ventrone is a gritty veteran, formerly of the Browns and Colts, who brings a blue-collar mentality to a unit that needs to be flawless. On offense, the presence of Kingsbury and Brian Johnson suggests we'll see even more creative use of RPOs and personnel groupings that will leave opposing defenses shell-shocked. Imagine McVay drawing up the route and Kingsbury refining the QB's timing. On defense, betting on names like Robert Wright, formerly of Syracuse, shows the Rams are eyeing the college-to-pro transition, looking for more exotic blitz schemes and a more physical secondary shell. The locker room impact is immediate. You have former players who have smelled the grass, Woods, Allen, Ventrone, Hunter, teaching the new generation. It's the perfect balance between academic theory and real game grit. The American media is already buzzing. The consensus across outlets like The Athletic and ESPN is that McVay has assembled the heaviest staff in the league in terms of head coaching experience. The projections for 2026 just moved up a notch. With this brain trust, the 2026 draft and free agency will be attacked with surgical precision. What to expect? A team that makes fewer mental mistakes and has tactical solutions for any defensive adjustment. The future in Los Angeles smells like a deep postseason run. I feel like we're about to witness one of the most cerebral versions of the Rams yet. It's passion, it's tactics, it's the obsessive search for the top. SoFi Stadium is going to rock, and these 8 names are the architects of what could be the next victory parade in Inglewood. Whose house? Rams' house. The blueprint for dominance is set.